Thank you so much, Mr. Kamiti and the entire MBCI TV crew for having me here in the studio. I'm grateful to be here to talk to Kenyans. Good morning, fellow Kenyans. Bwana sifiwe.
Amen.
As you have been told, my name is Dr. Charles Odhiambo. I work with World Vision Kenya as a project manager for the Greening Africa project. I'm born again. I'm not shy to say that.
Yes.
And it's a privilege to have me here and to be part of this discussion this morning.
Asante.
Especially at this time of COVID-19 pandemic. We want to stress the government procedures or protocols of keeping safe. Distance, sanitizing and washing, and minimizing unnecessary movements. But even as you do that, we want to also urge you to take time to plant trees at home, in the fields, in the streets, even in the city, in your gardens, behind your house, any space that you have, plant trees. So that you take advantage of the rains that are continuing to pour and get some income that will get you out of unnecessary lack of money. Get food and be food secure.
Awesome. Now, wakati ambapo mtu anasikia World Vision, manake, ni shirika ambalo linajulikana sana, lakini wengi labda ukiwauliza, they tell you specifically what World Vision deals with, probably they may not understand. Maybe tukianza hapo, World Vision ni shirika ambalo linajihusisha na nini haswa?
Thank you. World Vision ni shirika ambaye ni ya Wakristo ama wasanyiko wa Wakristo ulimwengu mzima, na tunafanya kazi na kila mtu, sio Wakristo peke yake. Now our vision is for every child life in all its fullness, and for every Kenyan the will to make it so. We want to have a world, or we envisage having a world where all children, all people in the community, in the family, have a life that God gave them the potential to have. So we work with families, we work with the children, we work with communities, we work with government and other stakeholders to ensure that the child is protected, is educated, is cared for, and is participating in activities that make him become a whole being.
Awesome.
So we have got projects in several parts of this nation. We have a heavy presence in 35 counties out of the 47. I'm saying heavy presence because there are times especially times of emergency, we spill out to the beyond where we work. And we work in those 35 counties in areas of food security, areas of health, areas of education, areas of child protection, areas of water, sanitation and hygiene, and areas of environmental protection, as well as HIV and AIDS response and disaster management. So we are guided in our work by some 6 core values. One of them is that we are Christian. We are not Christians, we are Christian. It means we do work guided by the ethics of Christianity. We want to emulate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in working with the poor and the oppressed to ensure that we reach out to their needs. But we work also with non-Christians, even in Muslim context. Only that the mode of operation, the mode of delivery takes a Christian approach. We don't go to evangelize, but we want to make people feel the love of Christ.
Even spreading the love
of Christ through our work, through our speech, through our deeds and signs. That is one core value. The other core value is we value people. We look at people as unique creations of God, made fearfully and beautifully in the image of God. Na tunataka kwamba wafikie lengo lao ile Mungu aliwaweka wafikie.
Kwa sababu hakuwa bure tu wakizaliwa. Kuna kitu ambacho Mungu anataka waweze kuwafikia.
So because of that, you will find we go to live and work with the very poor people where they are. We would have loved to work in the cities. But our presence is in the rural areas. You will find us exactly where the poor are. Because that is where God's people, God's creations are.
Huko interior.
We value people. Then we are also committed to the poor. Poverty attracts and poverty drives us to go where we are. So our commitment, our targeting targets the most vulnerable, the people with disabilities, the people who are disenfranchised in one way or the other. Those are the people we really target to work with. Then we are also partners. We value the work we do we recognize the work cannot be done by us alone.
Yes.
We have to work with families. We have to work with communities. We have to work with opinion leaders, the chiefs, the village elders, the county government, the national government, other NGOs and civil society organizations to deliver this mandate that God has given us to do. Then we are also stewards. We recognize that the resources that we have are God-given, and we have to use them the best way possible to make an impact in the lives of those that we are entitled to deliver them to. So we are only custodians. So even for us to come to this studio, it's not that we could not go to any other studio, but we looked at many other things, but we were guided by two major principles or core values, partnership as well as stewardship. Which studio will give us more value for money so that we deliver a greater impact with little money. And we realized MBCI Radio reaches to 7 counties, and in terms of sub-counties now several of them.
Awesome.
So we realized if we work with MBCI Radio now here in MBCI TV,
which is national anyway,
which is now national, we are reaching to so many people.
Kabisa.
So that is another thing. Then the other thing is that we are responsive. We recognize that disasters call for urgent attention, and at times of emergencies we stop all other work and respond to the needs of people. Like right now, World Vision is one of the organizations that has supported the county government and national government in the COVID response. We are completely in that because we know we cannot assume it is not affecting our people. If we want to say we want to give them water, we want to give them health, we want to give them education, but people are now not even going to school. So we have now forced to kind of rebudget or replan our work so that some of the money is channeled for emergency response.
Kabisa. So mmekuwa na hiyo miradi yote ya kuweza kuwafikia wale watu ambao wanahisi kana kwamba wengine ni makundi kitengwa, wale ambao wako na upungufu wa kimaumbile na mambo mengine kama hayo. Na miongoni mwa miradi hiyo ni mradi ambao sasa tunataka kuzungumzia hapa. Mradi ambao unalenga haswa kuweza kurejesha mazingira katika hali yake ya kiasili. Maanake kama tunavyojua ni kwamba shughuli za binadamu kwa kiwango kikubwa sana zimeweza kuhitilafiana na mazingira yalivyo. Watu wanafanya ukataji wa miti kiholela, lakini hakuna kupanda mpaka na miti mingine. Maeneo mengine ambayo tulikuwa tunajua ya kwamba yamesheheni kijani kibichi, siku hizi unakwenda katika maeneo hayo unaangalia unashangaa huku kulikwenda vipi. Lakini kwa sababu watu wamekuwa na shughuli nyingi, lakini hawataki kuhakikisha kwamba wameweza kuangalia kwamba mazingira yasiweze kuharibiwa kwa kiwango ambacho tutafikia mpaka wenyewe we are not able to sustain our livelihoods. And now I'm kind of asking myself, and also I know the viewer pia angetaka kujiuliza, what drove you towards wanting to have this particular project?
Thank you so much, Mami Kamiti. I want to say right from the onset that we are partners, as I said, and we are also driven by the poverty in the community. So as we have been working in the communities where we work, and I said we work in 35 counties, spread across the northern part of Kenya, the southern part, the eastern and also western part of Kenya. We do continuous assessments. We look at what are the drivers of poverty in those areas. So kitu gani ambayo tukifanya tutatoa hao watu kwa ili hali yao ya umaskini ama ya kukosa maisha ambayo ni bora. So this made us to realize that we can do all other things, but the reality is that climate is changing. So climate change is one factor that made us to think of this project. We also realized that this project can help us to address more than one aspect of the needs in the community. Because child health or health of the people in the family is addressed through this. Some of the trees are of medicinal value. When the trees come to purify the air and make the air more beautiful and nice,
fresh.
Some of the trees like rosemary have got therapeutic value. Some of the trees leaves like of eucalyptus also, when you inhale them and steam them. So we realize some of these things are there. Then there are also the aspect of food security. We realize that even if you want to give people everything you want to give them, but they are not food secure. Food security, food insecurity is the poorest form or the worst form of poverty. So we realize this helps us through fruit trees to address food security. We also realize some trees, like even the fruits I'm talking about, can be used for income. So we realize this project also helps us to meet financial needs of the community. So through it we are addressing health needs, food security needs, environmental needs, and also even educational needs, because when children, when parents have money, they will take their children to school. When parents also have money, the wife is able to get her own income, and the husband also her own. There's reduced conflict in the house.
Yeah.
So intra-house conflicts are reduced. So it is one project that builds resilience, not only towards climate change, but resilience in a number of other aspects, and so makes life more bearable for the people in the rural area.
And maybe so far, how has it been? In terms of, when you have shared now about now this vision that you are having in terms of this project, have people responded well, even if, when it comes now to the actualization of the whole project, how is the kind of reception that you are getting from people?
Yeah, before I go there, committee, allow me to give a slight background of the bigger perspective of the project, because the project is not called Regreening Kenya, Regreening Africa.
Yeah.
So the viewers need to understand why Africa. Because Africa, as it is now known, is the one that is most affected by climate change. Yet it is the one that least contributes to the destruction of the ozone layer.
Very true.
But because most countries in Africa are in the third world, the effect will hit us worse if we don't do any action.
Yeah.
So for this reason, the European Union has funded us to do this project for 5 years, between 2017 and 2022, across 8 African countries. We are talking of 4 countries in the West and 4 countries in the East. So in the West we have Ghana, we have Mali, we have Niger, we have Senegal. Then in the East we have Kenya, we have Rwanda, we have Somalia, where we talk of Puntland and Somaliland, and also we have Ethiopia. The overall target of this project is to have 1 million hectares of land restored, and 500 households having their resilience improved towards climate change. And in Kenya, we are seeking to have 150,000 hectares of land restored, and 50,000 households having their resilience improved to climate change. Our project goal is to improve livelihoods, food security, as well as household incomes, and diversify ecosystem services. And we are seeking to do this across 9 counties in Kenya. So we have Migori, we have Homa Bay, we have Elgeyo Marakwet, we have Nakuru, we have Baringo. We also have Laikipia, we have Samburu, we have Isiolo, and we have Marsabit. The choice of these counties was not just haphazardly done, but was carefully done, considering the land restoration potential that has been drawn and mapped by the Ministry of Environment, whereby we picked for a demonstration, considering the resources we have are limited, the need is enormous in Kenya. For a demonstration, we picked 2 counties in the areas with on-farm land restoration potential, that is Migori and Homa Bay. Then we picked 4 counties with rangeland restoration potential, that is Samburu, Isiolo, Marsabit, and Laikipia. Then we picked 3 counties with potential which is in between the 2. That is now Nakuru, Elgeyo Marakwet, and Baringo. But this only serves as example to demonstrate, to showcase to the nation and to other stakeholders that it can be done.
It can be done. It
so
is possible.
It can be scaled to elsewhere. So we can talk of regreening in Kenya. And so going back to your question, in Kenya we have met with a lot of support, I must say, considering the fact that the government of Kenya itself has committed to restore 5.1 million hectares of land by the year 2030. The government of Kenya is also very committed internally to have 10% tree cover on land. So these commitments has made the president himself also give a direction that every county should have 1 million trees planted by the end of the year. And so these are things which for us have made us find we are welcome in almost every county. The demand we have is enormous, more than we are able to reach. Then we also have goodwill of departments of environment, the Kenya Forestry Service, other partners like Kenya Forest Research Institute. We have NGOs that we work with which also support us in this work, like Farming Systems Kenya in Nakuru. We have Northern Rangelands Trust in the upper region, the northern sides. And we also work with a number of local institutions like community forest associations, which which we have supported also to build their capacity and to support in sustainable community forest development or management.
All right. So that means ya kwamba mradi huu ambao tunatarajia ya kwamba ifikapo mwaka 2022 you will have been able kuingia kule katika maeneo mengi kama vile ambavyo mmeweza kuyachagua hapa, na pia kuhakikisha kwamba this project is undertaken in a way ya kwamba katika miaka mingi sana ijayo hili swala la mazingira na nini litakuwa limepata na suluhu, because it is very much possible. And now kuna mtu ambaye anaweza kauliza, maybe there are some places ambayo inajulikana kwamba hali ya anga kule kidogo labda unapata kwamba kuna kiangazi sana, na maybe you go to some of those places and maybe people from those places they tell you maybe to practice kitu kama agroforestry here is kind of tricky kidogo, because kama ni mambo na maji na patterns za mvua na vitu kama hivyo. How have you planned as World Vision maybe to approach such a scenario?
Thank you so much. To start with, I want to say that irrespective of which county we go, whether it is dry or not dry, the choice of land restoration approaches that we promote are locally based, they are community based, they are farmer friendly, they are environmentally adaptable or sustainable, and that means even after we have left, we believe that the people themselves can continue with them. We don't want to come with mega projects that after we leave they look like white elephant projects. I don't want to mention, but if you look at the Department of Forestry, there's been several donor supported programs and projects that people will just tell you this one is for this donor, this is for this donor, but they don't continue in that. You ask yourself why. So we don't want to come with a tailor-made package that this is what you must do. We go and assess the potential of the area. We sit with stakeholders in a stakeholder engagement forum and agree what can work there. And so we have got a series, what we can sometimes call a compendium of approaches we promote, several of them. So kulingana na mahali tumeenda, iko sehemu zingine kama sehemu za Northern Kenya. Kusema ukweli hatuwezi kusema lazima wapande miti. Lakini tuko na approach ambayo tuna promote ambayo inaitwa farmer managed natural regeneration. Tunahifadhi tu ile inaitwa chimbuko la ya miti ambayo zinatoka. Unajua
miti ambayo inapatikana kule. Unajua saa nyingine inaweza kuwa kavu mpaka unafikiria hakuna miti. Kumbe hapa chini ya ardhi iko a big bank of trees. Roots ilikuwa imekatwa zinabaki tu. Ikipata tu nyevu ya maji kidogo zinachimbuka. So we try to promote hizo zifadhiliwe, na zikifadhiliwa vizuri kama Marsabit, sehemu za Laisamis, ukienda huko utapata hiyo, wamama wanafanya hiyo na wameona matunda. Ukifadhilia vizuri, nyuki zinakuja sasa. Hii miti ambayo inaitwa acacia, it produces one of the best forms of pollen for honey production. Sasa nyuki zinakuja. Mazingira yapo, hata saa ile jua iko kali unapata mifugo zinakaa chini ya hizo miti. Zinapata kivuli. Na hiyo pia ni baraka. So unapata zingine bambu zingine yenye iko kwa huko sasa zinarudi. Sehemu zingine hata wild animals, nyama ya misitu zilikuwa zimetoka, sasa zinaanza kurudi pole. So that is one approach we promote. Tukienda sehemu zingine unaweza pata iko aina moja tu ya miti. Inaweza kuwa acacia, inaweza kuwa nyingine inaitwa balanitis ambayo huko Elgeyo Marakwet wanaita ngoswet. Tunaweza pata sasa, hatuwezi kuacha tu ile yote ikuwa na aina moja. Tujaribu kuleta aina zingine za miti pia. So kama zinaweza pandwa tunajaribu kusisitiza wapande. Kama hawezi pandwa, saa nyingine tunaangalia hapa chini ya hizi miti tunaweza weka grass kama nyasi. So we do also grass reseeding with adaptable species kama African ox, foxtail. So hizo pia ni ambayo baadhi ya interventions ambayo tuna promote. Sehemu zingine tunaona ya kwamba ziko miti lakini faida yao kwa kijamii ni kidogo sana.
So unapata jamii wanaendelea kutafuta chakula lakini ardhi ni mzuri, wanaweza panda matunda. So tuna promote aina ya matunda. Na pia tunakuwa guided na county strategic plans. Unaona kama county kama Elgeyo Marakwet kama Baringo wame prioritize avocado na mangoes. So tunaenda na ile wame prioritize. Tutaka kuleta nyingine ambayo sasa hata market haitakuwa. So tuna promote fruit farming. Alafu tena tunaangalia ya kwamba sasa tayari wasapanda. Iko namna ambayo tunaweza saidia kufanya value addition. tunashirikiana na wengine kama Kerio Valley Development Authority ambayo inapatikana sehemu kama hizo na Northern Rangelands Trust. Tunawasupport kufanya value addition. Sasa kama ni honey wana produce wafanye in bulk, tuwatafutie market, soko, na tuwasaidie kufanya quality vizuri ambayo wakipackage na kuwa approved na Kenya Bureau of Standards. Sasa wanapata faida kubwa. Sasa hiyo pia tunajaribu kusupport.
So mnapofika mahali mnaangalia hapa kukoaje? Labda katika hali ya kimazingira na pia katika hali ya hewa ama hali ya anga. Alafu kutoka hapo sasa you have that approach based na vile ambavyo those people can hack it easily. You know, kuliko kama vile ambavyo umesema kwenda with a very complicated approach. Yenye itaacha wale watu wakisema kwamba whatever you're told as guy it sounds good but implementing is here is impossible. Now mumeenda mahali mmechagua labda county fulani, tuseme let's give an example kama county kama Nakuru. Na kama vile ambavyo tunajua ni kwamba county ya Nakuru ina maeneo mengine ambayo labda hali ya anga si nzuri kidogo, lakini kuna maeneo mengine ambayo tunajua yana rutuba sana. And they've decided kwamba we want to go to this specific place and make sure kwamba wale ambao wanapatikana katika eneo hili wanaweza waka-implement miradi kupitia this project that we are having, na watu waweze kupata faida zaidi kuliko vile ambao wamekuwa kiishi. Now, do you approach them as a group ama you target individuals? How does it go?
Thank you so much. I said we do through stakeholder engagement. So when we go to a county, the first thing we do, we hold initial stakeholder engagement meeting. So we bring on board key stakeholders in environment and natural resources management. Department of Forestry, Department of Environment and Forestry, Department of Agriculture. We bring the Kenya Forest Services together, Kenya Forest Research Institute, and the local NGOs, local non-governmental organizations and local community-based groups that work there. So for example, when we come to Nakuru, we have had to sit with the Department of Environment, with the key stakeholders like Farming Systems Kenya, look at how they work, where they work. Kenya Forest Services, we look at where they work. Then we are also guided by land degradation maps. These maps are there. So the maps will tell us which side is more degraded than another.
Kwenye kuna uharibifu mkubwa.
So tukiangalia hizo sehemu zimeharibika sana, kwa map itatokekana kama red ama very dark brown. Sehemu ambayo iko vizuri itakuwa greenish. Ndio maana tunaongea juu ya regreening. Kujanisha. Unaona? So we want to bring them from red or brown to green. So we look at those because we also believe 5 years is a short time. Matunda yonekana. So we want to have an area where even if we do work for 3 years, the impact can be seen. So we start with those ones as we come to the ones which are better off. So like now in Nakuru, you'll find most of our efforts are trying to be geared towards the Mau escarpment. Because we have the Mau escarpment and the Aberdares escarpment. So the Mau is more degraded compared to the Aberdares. We have some slight touch in the Aberdare ranges, but a lot of our work like Dondori, kazi tunafanya Dondori. But tutapata wakulima wengi ambao tunafanya nao kazi kozemu za Molo, Mauche, Likia, na sembo ya pande ya Mau. Because of what I've said. We have some farmers also in Bahati and even in Lanet, but Bahati towards that side mpaka Dondori, they are not as many as this other side.
So that means ya kwamba wakati ambapo mmekwenda mmeshirikia kama vile ambao umesema hapa, mmeshirikiana na yale makundi ambayo yako kule, na idara mbalimbali za kiserikali zinginezo. So from there now you narrow down now to the farmer.
We work with farming groups. We try to build capacity of local institutions to do it on their own. So we train local lead farmers like TOTs ili sasa waendelee kufundisha wengine. Lakini tunataka wakae kama kikundi ya kwa ile model ambayo inaitwa farmer field schools. So kwa village tukue na farmer field school yao, kwa village nyingine farmer field school yao, kwa village nyingine farmer field school yao. Na kama tunapata mahali iko capacity ya community forest zones ziko juu, tena tunafanya na hao watu. Tukipata hao wajakuwa organized vizuri, tunafanya na CBOs. Lakini tunafanya sana na groups. So our approach is farmer friendly. We want to believe that a farmer can learn better from a fellow farmer than if we come to teach them. So tuna pick a farmer ambaye ameonekana ameanza kufanya. Tunapatia elimu. Alafu sasa narudi kusomesha wengine. So kazi yetu sasa mara nyingi ni kuorganize vitu kama farmer field days, demonstrations, exchange visits. Tunawapeleka kama show ya Nakuru waone, unaona vitu kama sasa tunaongea nao pia. We can even now tell them where they can get support if they want. If they want seedlings, they want seeds, where can they get that? We link them also. So that is now more of what we now do.
Awesome. Now, mtazamaji, niko naye Daktari Charles Odhiambo all the way kutoka World Vision, na kama vile ambavyo mmeweza kutazama hapa, kama ndivyo unajiunga nasi, basi nakujuza kwamba tuko na Daktari Charles Odhiambo, narudia tena, kutoka World Vision, na amekuwa akitueleza some of the projects ambazo World Vision imekuwa ikiundertake. Mojawapo ya miradi hiyo ikiwa ni kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza kurejesha hali ya mazingira kama ilivyokuwa pale kiasili, na hii ni miradi ambayo ina involve upandaji wa miti, unajua, na miti hii kama vile ambao anasema si unapanda miti tu alafu inakuwa ndo basi. Ni miti ambayo labda kwa njia moja au pia nyingine na wewe itakupatia na kipato pale. For instance, amesema ukienda kama maeneo kame kule, kama maeneo ya North Eastern, utapata kwamba miti ambayo iko kule, wakati ambapo ama mazingira ambayo yako kule yakitunzwa kwa njia iliyo safi, utapata mpaka nyuki watakuja pale. Nyuki wakija hapo ni kumaanisha kwamba wakiwekwa katika hali iliyo sawa kabisa, mizinga na nini, hawa nyuki watapeana asali. Hii asali, wakati ambapo wataweza kuvuna asali hii, wanaweza wakauza asali hii na wataweza kupata na faida. Kwingineko watakwenda wanaangalia katika hali hii ama katika eneo fulani, hili ni eneo ambalo linaweza kukuzwa matunda. Kwa hiyo basi wanapendekeza kama matunda haya, na wanafanya kazi wakishirikiana na watu wa eneo hilo pia na mashirika mbalimbali to make sure ya kwamba pia wewe kama mkulima you get the value for what it is that you are doing. Lakini pia ni kulenga zaidi katika uhifadhi wa mazingira. Probably you have a question katika labda dakika hata nafikiri 0721105105. Even if you are not being going to be able to answer all the questions right now, ninajua kwamba he will be coming back, because I know we have like 3 weeks na yeye every Wednesday na kipindi hichi to be tackling some of these issues. Ninajua kwamba is going to be very awesome. So Bwana Odhiambo, so that is what you are working as per, and you believe ya kwamba, you know, with the correct form of engagement with these people and also the kind of reception that you are getting, it is going to be achievable ya kwamba by 2022 kutakuwa na impact ambayo itakuwa tangible.
Thank you so much Bwana Kamiti. I want to say and I believe strongly that where there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah, there is.
5 years, for those who understand, land restoration is not enough to bring total restoration of land. But we want to believe in 5 years we will have made a demonstration that we are towards what we were envisaging having. Yes, we have not reached, but we are somewhere. Because we have gone to other countries like Ethiopia. They have done this kind of work for 35 years, 30 years, but we realize the minimum time you can see great impact is after 15 years. So that again depends on the extent of land degradation. There are some areas which need quick wins or which need very easy interventions to heal. I was in Samburu, for example, last week in East Samburu, trying to look at some of the conservancies there that we want to work in with the people from Northern Rainland Trust. So you find the conservancy is big, but they are fenced off a piece of 5 acres. There's a road in between. They have fenced off the right side of the land, but the left side they have not fenced. And there's a hill this side and another hill, and the road passes in between. So in 3 years, you can compare the grass which is here, the vegetation which is here, to the other side, and you see the other side, the soil is bare, rocks are exposed, wind blows the soil, but here the land is conserved. And even animals come in and graze. 3 years. Those are the kind of things we want to do. There are small things we can do to start off the restoration process, so that even if we don't do much in 5 years, we can leave some working, regreening, scaling models that the government can now take up with other partners and continue with.
Awesome. Yes. Now allow me to read some of the feedback here. Kwa kifupi sana, manake naambiwa kwamba muda wetu umekwenda. Kuna huyu ambaye anasema hi Mr. Kamiti and Mr. Odhiambo, mine is just a concern, it's about sawa. Hii nafikiri kwamba nitapatia Bwana Odhiambo mwenyewe ataweza kuitackle. And then kuna mwingine hapa ambaye anasema praise God Kamiti, I'm a pastor kutoka Kitale named reserved. Unasema kwamba uliweza kupanda miti katika shamba lako lakini jirani akaingoa. Alafu unasema kwamba ukaita mzee wa kijiji na nothing was done. Alafu unasema kwamba please ask our visitor where should I direct my case for assistance. Huyo alipanda miti, jirani naye akakuja akangoa. You know. So anashangaa labda kama anaweza akapata msaada.
Yeah, that's a good question. Many people do that and they don't know where to turn to. But the Ministry of Environment and Forestry should go and assess that and evaluate or do evaluation. And they'll be able to advise him what can be done.
Kabisa.
If it's something that can be solved between the two neighbors, they can look at that. If he has to compensate, look at the height of the trees and the value if they were too mature, and they'll be able to compute at the time they were cut.
That is true.
How much was each worth.
Awesome. Anasema Banis kutoka Vihiga County, swali ni, do you work with the institution or is just a matter of counties only? Unaweza ukamjibu kwa haraka tu.
Yes, we work with institutions. Like I've said, we work with Farming Systems Kenya, we work with the Northern Rangeland Trust, we work with Community Forest Association, we work with Abex Agro Limited, and several other community-based organizations that I may not mention right now.
Okay. Kuna mwingine ambaye anasema Regreening Africa Project nafuatilia kwa karibu sana, licha kwamba hajatuambia lake jina, naambia kwamba tuna dakika 2, and then kuna mamisho hapa ambaye tunamsoma ambaye anasema kwamba good morning committee na mgeni wetu, thank you so much for having such a project and especially in our country we know ya kwamba mazingira watu wameharibu sana, watu wamekata miti ovyo. That is why even some of the places tulikuwa tunajua kwamba wanaweza wakavuna vyakula fulani, siku hizi unapata vyakula hivyo havipatikani. But I believe now it is going to be possible when we have people ambao wata support that project because it's a very noble project. Anasema ni Ann kutoka Kericho County. Ndivyo anavyosema hapa. And then kuna wa mwisho hapa anasema kwamba I just love that discussion. Anasema what are some of the open vacancies for volunteers? Kindly ask Dr. Charles Odhiambo watching kutoka at the River Ochola Paul.
Thank you. I think just to conclude because of time, the open vacancies which are there, let somebody pick and start what you can do. In Athi River, there are a lot of things that can be done. If you can do fruit trees, let him do tree nurseries. Get some income during this COVID-19. People have come home from the cities and towns. They want to plant trees. They look for seedlings. Let him get that as a business. And once he has done it, we will come and document that story. Then we'll now see where to place it.
Kabisa.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, Dr. Charles Odhiambo. I wish kama tungeendelea na zaidi, lakini muda hauko pamoja nasi because I know you are still coming back next Wednesday. And I know kwamba we'll go deeper katika haya maswala na pia maswali yote ambayo tulikuwa tumeyapokea by then tutajua njia ambayo tutaweza kukufikishia na utaweza kuyajibu kwa njia iliyo safi kabisa. Otherwise, may God bless you so much. Now, huyu amekuwa Daktari Charles Odhiambo kutoka shirika la World Vision, na umesikia kwamba it is possible kuhakikisha kwamba mazingira yetu tunayarejesha katika hali yake ya kiasili. Kule ambako tumekata miti ovyo, mahali kwingine tu watu wanafanya mambo lakini hawajui kwamba mahali hapa kuna potential kubwa kuliko na ile ambayo unaiona wakati ambapo kumewekwa juhudi zilizo sawa. And I believe ya kwamba wakati ambapo atakuwa anakuja next week on Wednesday, tutakuwa tunaingia sasa deeper into this project na mambo yote yatakuwa yako shwari kabisa. Nikirudi hapa narudi na mwenzangu Kate. If you have a birthday, tuma haraka #birthday, and then Kate akikuja hapa tunacheza kaa sisi. Usiende mbali.
You can go the whole world over, every city has its dawn, but everybody living has one place where he was born, and mine is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You will always stay with me here in my precious things, the faces of the friends I have, the images that formed. When I close my eyes in the land I love, the land where I was born. My land is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You will always stay with me here in my heart. My land is Kenya, right from the islands to the sea. You will always stay with me here in my heart. Here in my heart.
Songa mbele Kenya. 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 Tuache kupigana, tuache kugombana, sisi kitu kimoja, sisi wana Kenya. Kenya twaipenda, maana ni nchi yetu. Kenya tuilinde, uchumi uimarike. Songa mbele Kenya, songa mbele Kenya. Songa mbele Kenya, songa mbele Kenya. Songa mbele Kenya, songa mbele Kenya. Tulipigania uhuru Kenya, ili iwe huru. Kwa nini tusipendane?
Yo. Yeah. Sasa mimi nitasoma haraka sana yule ambaye akana birthday, sijui kama tutapata nafasi ya keti kutuangalia upande wake. Anasema happy birthday to me. Anasema anaitwa Joseph Lubash. Mine is in this year. Hapa na kama ni ya mwaka huu hiyo mpaka wakati itafika umeiharakisha. Wacha nione kama kuna mwingine anasema birthday. Happy birthday 12th to my sister Viola. May you grow to be a God fearing and obedient girl. All the best in the new year. Sheila. Okay, huyu ndio kwanza anaitwa Viola. Wacha nimwimbie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear Viola. Happy birthday to you. Mwelekezi anasema ya kwamba hakuna time. Wacha nione kama kuna mwingine hapa ambaye ameanza na birthday. Nikana kwamba hamna. Naanza kuhesabu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kuna huyu anasema #happy birthday to Asha Mudheo as she turns 5 years. May you live to be.
Kwani tunafanya Facebook ama Facebook hakuna?
Naelezo nafikiri Facebook. Wacha niangalie hii kwanza tuone kama iko. Anasema happy birthday to Asha Mudheo as she turns 5 years. May you live to be a God-fearing child from Lucy, your mom's friend. Asante sana. And then we have another number anasema happy birthday to my sister Millicent. Do you have the Facebook one? And then wacha nione kama uko nayo kwenye simu yako unaweza kusomea. And then naona nikana kwamba hamna mwingine, kwa hiyo ninahesabu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Happy birthday dear viewer. Naimba. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear viewer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear viewer. There you go.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
There is power in the name of Jesus.
I have given you Jericho, na watu wote na vitu zote, even its leaders. Nimewapatia Jericho mpaka viongozi wake. Lakini wakati walifika pale wakakuta Jericho imewekewa ukuta. So Yesu alimshida kumwambia kwamba imeandikwa, haustahili kuworship mtu mwingine ila Mungu aliyeumba mbingu na ardhi. You cannot access kile ambacho ni chako kwa sababu kimekuwa fenced in. And then mwisho anasema ya kwamba hidden